Good evening. My name is Sergio Eidelber Alvarez. I'm um unloading my final, one of the tasks. Conde de Pegasus. Conde de Flying Pegasus by Sergio Eidelber Alvarez Cortez. Once upon a time, in the beautiful and old Greece, the last flying Pegasus died under the Karuro tree, where he lived almost all his life. In Victoria region, everybody grew Pegasuses, which were sold to distinguished gentlemen, also turkeys that showed their spectacular plumages. At that time, the Pegasus didn't fly. They were born to live and die with spiky wings to shoo flies away. But unfortunately, there was a cruel man called Okellion who lived in this region too. He had a big ranch named Tori, and he worked as Pegasus's breeder and tamer. Tori's Pegasus was magnificent and their bred horse. They ran like the wind and jumped higher than other horses, and they spread out their skinny wings, but they couldn't fly, in spite of many lashes their owner gave them. Everybody in Victoria and surroundings wanted to bring their best specimens to tame them in the Tory Ranch. Despite the cruel treatment and the poor horses only saw the sunlight, they could jump or fall down with style. The wicked, but unfortunately, the wicked Ochellion said his technique was the best, and he thought that Isidoro's reincarnation would be reborn with the horse Pegasus and his magic wand. Not far from there was a mestizo muleteer called Sergio, who lived on the Royan ranch, and he had never seen a Pegasus. Someday he decided to spy how the talisman tamed horses, thinking these people used an atrocious way but possibly useful. However, he was unable to punish these animals to tame them. Some years ago, he wanted to docile and strong mare at a horse fair, and he named it Lima. So, every afternoon, when he worked in the country, he let Lima run on the plains and enjoyed for a while the fresh grass and quiet creeks. Sergio looked for a Lima at dawn, but he found it until sunset. She has escaped and had came back with some marks on her back. After some months went by, the Lima's belly began to grow, and finally a foal was born, red but beautiful. Conde, as he called it, had two feather legs on each side of his back. As Sergio didn't have more horses, he was afraid somebody tried to steal his horse, so he decided to take Lima to the farthest savannah from the ranch, near the mountains. He thought to tame Conde away from the gaze of other ranches. For 3 years, when he understood that Conde had no legs but wings on each side of its back, he trained him without rest. No whips or punishments. Conde was free and he was always close to his mother. But it was until the fourth year that they believed Conde could fly. So they started doing small flights to the creek, to the forest. Then they made it only at night, with clear moon, until one day Conde did it during the day. Oh my God, said Sergio. I'm going to tell my mother this marvelous news. But after some ranchers from everywhere arrived at the Royan Ranch looking for Isidoro's reincarnation, the wicked Ocalion arrived too, and with this army of servants found the horses near the ring mount. Then they captured Lima, but Conde flew over them and went to tell Sergio. There he found his friend, who had been beaten by Ocalion's men. Conde tried to help Sergio and asked him, Sergio, my friend, what happened here? The cruel Ocalio came with his men and they beat me. You must go away. But Conde couldn't help his friend Sergio because he was captured too. Later, Sergio escaped and released Conde. Unfortunately, Lima died because of her wounds and they fell downhearted. According to the legend, Sergio and his mother Teresa lived together with Condi, and they used to talk a lot at night. They helped people, and we visited Hephaestus' house, the blacksmith god, and received the horseshoes to train with Apollo, the sun god. So they lived happily forever. Finally, a day, Sergio and his mother met with his kind horse, and they had a small conversation. Sergio, Mom, we must release Pegasus' slavery. Mom, oh, okay, son. Everybody must be free. Count them. Yes, that's right. I help you. I want to be the next president of Pegasus' horses. I love our friendship.
I
You can
love.
help me to fly.
I repeat again. I love your friendship. You can help me to fly. Thanks. Nothing lasts forever.